So the next question in interview room, it may ask you what is singleton class? What is singleton class? Okay, or what is singleton? A class which doesn't allow to create more than one object. A class which doesn't allow to create more than one object, such a class is known as a singleton class. Okay, how we can declare singleton class, guys? Okay, let's discuss with one example. Like, let's say I have a class test 54 class. Okay, and then test 54 class, then test 54 class. Suppose, okay, suppose we write one constructor here. Okay, public void. Okay, public test 54, test 54. And now you can see, guys, from main class we can create number of instances. Okay, so like suppose I said test 54 t1 new test 54. Okay, this is the first object. This will be the second object, guys. Okay, how we can say these are the two different objects, so we can print the hash code of these two objects. Okay, so now t1 dot hash code method we can call, and then the t2 dot hash code. Okay, you will see both objects are different. Okay, it means in memory there are two objects of which class test 54. Okay, the first object referring by t1, second object referring by t2. So it means to say for test 54 class we can create number of objects, but we want to write singleton class. How we can write singleton class? So for that we will write constructor private. Okay, so because of this private constructor we cannot call this constructor from outside of class, and because of that we cannot create, okay, this object and this object. Okay, hence we cannot create this object and this object. Hence I will comment this section. Okay, comment this portion. Then after what I will do, I will write one public static variable, public static. Okay, and the type of that variable will be object type of its own class. Okay, like for example, suppose I said t, guys. Okay, and then okay, we will say public static. Okay, public static. Okay, one method we will write static, and then it will return object of its own class. Okay, and then I will write a method name. Okay, related method name, I will say get instance method. Okay, get instance method. Okay, and we will say to get instance method. Okay, we cannot call this constructor from outside of class, but we can we can definitely create. Okay, we definitely can call this constructor from inside this class. Okay, so we will call this get instance method by using class name, because this method is a static. So now we will say new. Okay, new, we will say test 54. Okay, and then that test 54 object I want to receive in t, and that t I will return here. Okay, I will say t return t. So now we can create object. Okay, we can create object by using that method. How we can call that method? We will say test 54 dot get instance. This, okay, we are calling which method? Get instance. This get instance method will call constructor. Okay, and that constructor will return object. That object, okay, that object we are receiving in t, and that t we are returning in t1, and second one object again we will receive in t2. So in this way we will create two object, guys. Okay, so still we have two object in memory. So for that, what I have to do here, I have to say if t equals to null, if t is equals to null, then and then I want to call constructor, I want to create object, otherwise I want to return same t. Okay, so just I need to write one condition at here. Okay, and in this way we can write singleton class, guys. You can see, guys. Okay, the hash code of two object will be same, two reference will be same, this object and this object. Okay, test 54 dot get instance method, in the beginning t will be null, hence this constructor, okay, would get execute, and then that constructor will create object and will receive in t, and then that t will receive in t1. Then second time what we are doing, we are calling same get instance method. That get instance method will check whether t is null. Okay, first time t was null, but second time t is not null, so hence it will avoid this calling. Okay, and then it will return same t. Okay, the object which we have created already, that object will receive in t2. In this way we can create only one object. Okay, not multiple object. You can check it, guys, you can check it. Okay, so like suppose I said t3, okay, t4. Okay, so now every reference will have the same object, guys. Okay, every reference will have the same object, guys. Okay, because the hash code of each and every reference will be same. So such a class is called singleton class, guys. Got it? The class which doesn't allow to create more than one object, such a class is called singleton class. Thank you, guys.